And here we are. Here we are. Okay. Oh, Nelly. Nelly Pants. You can say hi, everybody over here. Look. Say hi, everybody. Go back over here. You gotta say over here. Oh, Ugly Barton is crazy today. Oh, thank you. You want one? Okay, okay. Oh. Okay. Oh, Nelly Piggins. Oh, he loves these. Oh, he loves these kind of a don't rip my hand off. Think, ouch. Okay. Now you lay down and then you get back up. You sit. Okay. Okay. Easy. Loves them. Loves them. All right. Yeah, I know. Reposition everything here. Okay, let's try this. What a mess I have outside. Glad I wasn't late. I'll show you in a second. We'll have some fun today. Let me get to the comments. No. He ate that already. You ate that already? Now you got to wait a little bit. You have to wait a little bit. What's everybody doing today? Give me 1 second. Tommy Stiggs, what's going down? Chris Trock, you still here? Montejo. What's going on? Rottweilers and King Corsos. Maureen Frick. What? JJ, how are you? Hope you're doing good. And Gumbasi, no evil is in the house. All right. Let's go to live chat, like Tommy always says. Dindu, go to live chat. You might see more people. Huh. Good, Maureen. Good, Maureen. I'm glad to hear. Okay. Oh, he went upstairs to eat. I caught a break. I got the lunch boxes and I found one other item. I'm going to see if you guys remember this. Oh. No, I'm pre-recording. Are we live? ALV's going to be asking, when's the show, Stiggy? We're supposed to 2 Wednesdays went by. Call up Sons right now. Drop them a text. Come on in here and we could talk about our neighborhoods and Italian American history. Come on. Get going. Sons of Italy, if you hear me, get in here. Get in here, Sons. We can't wait on him. Every time I get a TBD. TBD, Dindu. Ancora che chi sta fa with the TBD. I got to behave. No sign language. No gang signs. The TBD. Get up here and let's start talking. Oh. What do you got to think about? It's us. See no evils. JJ, get up on the panel right now. Get up here, Maureen. Come on. Let's show them how it's done. John Smith, professional idiot slayer. I love you and that name. Kumba, thank you for coming in. It's 7:35 p.m. in UK, freezing outside. Got the dogs indoors tonight. 7:35 at night. Oh boy, Bobby. All right, Johnny, take care of them doggies. Keep them warm. This one's eating. I'm going to show you guys. Let me show you. I've had it. Isn't homeowning great? I know there's a lot of them out there won't understand what I'm saying. I know. Ain't homeowning great? Especially like, you know, we're on the downswing. I can't wait to sell. I can't move on. You know, pipe dreams. Okay. See no evil. About a year and a half ago, National Fuel, the big gas company, was here. Big time work out front. Oh, the whole neighborhood. All of a sudden, yeah, we got a couple underground meters. To make a long story short, it turned into Rip Dindu's grass my whole property up. From outside 20 feet, you know my house in my area a little bit. I'll show you now. And then I'll show you where it was. So they had to get the big gas tank meter, old one, out from, and it's in my lawn. Okay. They said there was a gas leak coming out of my lawn. There's a gas leak coming out of my lawn? What? Yeah, you see why this little patch of grass and that hole's there? There's a gas leak there. It's coming from the street. No wonder why I'm brain dead here for 28 years. I've had a gas leak, and that thing's been dead for 20 years, that piece of grass with the hole in it. I thought it was an anthill. So they dig brand new tank. They tell me, hey, Mr. Dindu, we got to take the whole line up to the meter outside your house out. What? You need a new meter? It's your money. So I need a new meter coming from the house, all new pipeline right out to the big gas tank meter from the whole street. And you guys are going to take care of it all. Okay. No, Padre, the filio. I made it 10 times that day. They went on. They started working. To make a longer story short, one day Tindu came home. Now your gas meter's right here. They had to go 10 feet down to get the whole meter pipe back out to the street. They needed a backhoe. And when I show you guys the spot where they had to dig and everything, anyways, one time I came home, everything off the wall was gone on the floor. The thud must have been crazy. They hit the house with the backhoe. Okay. And to make a longer story short, when they left, they didn't put new fill in. They used all the old contaminated fill and put it back in with chunks of rock. My rock bed garden, I paid. They tore up my hole, and I got rocks like this on the side of the house, folks. Okay. It tore it right off. Anyways, Dindu had to redo the grass. It cost me about $300-400 to redo everything that they didn't do, they were supposed to do. Anyways, now the tree cutters are here, came today. The tree cutters, they were knocking while I was in the shower. We We're gonna have to bring a machine in here. Is it I if we go through? We're only the subcon. I don't care what you are. I know you are. I know who you are. Are you just gonna clean up everything? I got on a Molly. I don't trust none of these contractors. Let's go see what they're doing. Want to go see what they're doing? Hang on. And then I'll get back to the chat. Stiggs, get up here. Arm distance. Adam. Oh, my Goombas. Let's go see what they're doing. I want to go see what they're doing. I could do it this way, so I could carry you with me. Enter studio. Enter studio. Pop up. Okay. There we go. Now you have two of me. Come on, let's go see what they're doing. There's that base. What are you doing? Oh, hang on. Oh, no me de pan. Okay. And I just hope that, you know. Huh? Okay. They did the electric pole about 6 months ago. I wonder if the guy in the orange hoodie here, I wonder if he goes in the bucket. I want to see if he goes in the bucket. All right, Dingo, behave. Let's go, handsome. Did you guys enjoy the little tree cutting? Well, you could hear everything with this. Let's reboot.
What is that? What the hell is that sound, Papa? Get out of here.
No, I did it. Yeah. Get rid of that stupid sound. Okay. I had to show everybody everything. So that's what's going. He hit the cord. You know what? Come on. Are you sitting? Oh, yeah. That's what they have down. See no evil. They have the they said the platforms. They're down there. I see them. I didn't think about that. I should. Hey, see no evil. I love you. I love you. You know why I love you so much right now? Security cameras on. You gotta love it. So when the judge heard everything from work. Yeah. So she get, see no evil. I love you. It's on video already. The whole conversation. Because I was in my towel. I was getting out of the shop. Because I told them everything at the door. Nice. Oh, the rabbit. What rabbit are you guys talking? Hang on. What am I missing? Well, good. You know what's even better? I just did that. It'll be on here now too. When they set it up, it'll look. Now, if anything's torn up, bingo. Well, that's the way it looked. You want to download my live, guys? Oh, that was beautiful. You hear him? You know what, Arms? You know what? Yeah, yeah. Yep. See no evil. Yep. What? Coach 25 Coltrane is in the house. Oh, JJ's researching here. JJ's researching. What did I have to say to you about what something was said? I can't even remember what was said last night. Amber, how are you, Dolly? Thank you for coming in. Gerard, my Goomba, thank you. Don Miku, thank you for coming in. All right, Coltrane, be good, brother. I hate when that happens, when it's buffering like that. Nope. Stiggs, you're supposed to be getting Sons of Italy right now. Okay, don't worry about it. I'm not even going to entertain you. So, I'm not even going to entertain that. I'm going to go right around that like a hockey player. Check this out. How many of you guys remember this? Now, of course, you have to have some age to you. Ready? The Mr. Donut coffee cup. Huh? I just want to say one thing. It's in great shape. Look at that coffee cup. I want to know one thing. Where were they going with this 3 or 4 sip cup of coffee back in the day? No wonder the guy sat there all day like this. Can I have some more? Can I get another shot? But first, coffee. Dindu would have been in some big trouble, guys, gals. How many refills is this? That's about 5 cups of coffee if I poured that in there. Huh? Imagine walking in there at that time. Could I have an extra large, please? Yeah, okay. You got your thermos? Huge espresso. Could you imagine that? This is about a 7 cup espresso shot. No. Yeah. 5. That'd be equivalent to a 6 pack of Red Bull. This thing filled with espresso. How's that one? You might as well just go right to the emergency room with heart palpitations. That would be it. Oh, look at this. They even got Gerard indulging in this filthy talk. Next, I'm ignoring you. I'll just go right around everything. Are you ready? Dindu's lunchbox. I don't even care who's in here anymore. Okay. Dindu's lunchbox. Ready? I don't care how boring this is. You ain't gonna start up. Look at that, guys and gals. The wild frontier. Ready? Look at this. Look. The geographical map of the Wild Wild West. Wild Wild West. Huh? Look at the compass. Hey, Dingo, it's over here. Look at the compass. Of course, the arm's broke. Me swinging this thing around. I think the compass broke the first week. It caught on everything when I used to carry the lunchbox. You hear my mother. Where'd that hole come from down here? Well, probably from the compass carrying it. Okay, clear as thing. Of course, the thermos got annihilated, guys. Sorry. Perfect. Perfect. Okay. He used to keep his lunchbox clean. How cool is that? Mosquito Pass, Gibson, Silver Plum, go west. To start the game, it was a game. Use pennies for the tokens. Okay. You used to spin the compass and we used to go around. Okay, that was the best part of the lunchbox. Dean, do if you don't stop playing with it in school. The nuns used to yell at me like crazy. I'd have everybody with their pennies around the thing. Okay. I'm going to the thing. And then the last one, it was 1980, 81. I was in high school. When they came out with these lunch boxes, I think I was a freshman or sophomore. But anyways, I didn't care. Are you ready? We ate at school. Could you imagine what I used to put in this lunchbox? Okay, in high school, it wasn't a lunchbox. It spent a lot of time in the locker. Are you ready? And the thermos got crushed. Plastic handle, the first plastic ones. Okay. Look at this one. Vintage, classic, one of a kind. Try to find these now. With the whole, these are a paper sticker. Try to find these in this kind of shape. Oh, Hulk Hogan, Andre the Giant, okay, Roddy Piper. Huh? How cool is that? Look, WWF. When it first came out. Here, hang on. It's even got the names of the wrestlers that are on here. This is Hillbilly Jim over here. Hillbilly Jim, Andre the Giant, Hulk, Roddy Piper, and I think Piper again. Andre the Giant, Roddy Piper. They only have Andre, Roddy Piper, and the Hulkster on here. They only have the three names. Look at this. We're good. I still had the price tag on it. How was that one, guys? You wrestling fans, look at Andre the Giant. It looks just like him. Look at the hair on him. Oh, and look at the Hulkster when he was a good guy. Welcome to Wayne's World, Dindo's World. Rock on. Huh? I'm wondering what that's pricing at right now. Joe Delamuro. Gerard? Absolutely. No Fonzie lunch, but I bet you have a Barbie one. Ooh, how's that one? Fonzie. I could see Stinks. You know what? You might even be Potsy. Potsy. Let me go to the chat. On that note, ALV could be Ralph. Okay. I'm done. Show's over. Wow. I got your Laverne and Shirley. Edwin Jimenez. How are you, sir? The great Bruno Sammartino, greatest Italian American wrestler of all, and Dominic Danucci, Tony Parisi, all great Italian wrestlers. Edwin, you remember them guys? Adam, always a brown bagger, baby. Buonasera, everyone. Andre Fratali, my main man. Look at Joey Cannoli. Joey Cannoli. $6 million. You got the $6 million man lunchbox? I'm jealous. I'm done. You know what, Cannoli? Wise up. What's going down? See no evil, absolutely. You can grab those digits from Stiggy. Absolutely. That's fine. Okay, JJ. You're gonna need your cannoli, a Manhattan special, a Red Bull. You're all over the board. You're like a chessboard, an espresso. Yeah, you might as well go right to the I might go to the emergency room after reading that. Oh, you guys are great. Maureen. Oh my God, I haven't seen Maureen. You have to see the other one I didn't take out. Okay. I should have brought the other one out. Okay. It was my aunt's. Okay. And I don't even know what it's called. But you ladies would go berserk if you seen this lunchbox. I'm like, yeah, okay, that's all the guy's got to do is see this lunchbox. I'll be done. I'll be done. I see. Am I that blind? Yeah, I hear a lot of machine work out there right now. Jake LaMotta. Oh, Jake LaMotta, Rocky Graziano, two-ton Tony Galento, huh? Primo Carnera. Oh, some great Italian. Boom Boom Mancini. I love Boom Boom Mancini. Edwin. I'll never, ever forget the time I sat ringside for the Boom Boom Mancini fight against Livingston Bramble. I'm going to get into that in a sec. I'll share some fun with you. Oh, you know what, Joe Della? Joe that I love that picture, Joe Della. You sent me that picture. I love it. Oh, but you know what? Dominic Danucci, Mike John finally came out of the peanut gallery. Dominic Danucci. When my grandfather brought him to our house, that was it. Him and Tony Parisi. When they came to Buffalo, that's the inn my grandfather had. Okay. I was in shock when they came in the house. You want to talk about excitement? Dominique Danucci. All the cutting they're doing out there. Gary Gambooty, what's going down? Oh, Gary, I was talking about kangaroos yesterday. I think were you in here? Oh, about the guy punching the kangaroo. I didn't even pull up that video today. I got to be careful what I play. You got to be kidding me with that. I'm just sharing the video. Be careful. Be careful. I wanted to share that. What else did I want? And I wanted to go with the topic today. Rare rabbit is in the house. I thought that rabbit. I thought that rabbit. Huh? What's going down, buddy? Thank you for coming into the Ubat Social Club. You'll have some fun here. It's Mike, John, the whole family. Yeah. We used to have wrestling at the convention center in Buffalo, down by the lake. And my grandfather, the owner of the convention center, were like this. They were goombas. Need I say anymore? So when the wrestlers used to come into town, my grandfather was standing right there with them. That's all we had to do was mention a name. After that, the last one that get was George the Animal Steel, and that was it. When I met George the Animal Steel, it was all over with wrestling and Tindo. I didn't know what hit me. Okay, the biggest show in wrestling at the time, and this guy, you had to see him off screen as a normal guy. The guy was a scientist. The guy was a teacher. He walked in. I was like this. Who's this guy? You want to talk about it? Who's this, man? And I was like, they started laughing and bald. He still, I mean, he was dressed up. It was amazing, amazing, amazing. Who had cameras back then? Oh my Lord! It was like back then. You couldn't get a picture around these men. I mean, it's something like that. You would have to get it in the house. But who had cameras back then? Who had them? Nobody had cameras. Howard Cosell was my favorite of all time, Edwin. My favorite of all time. Let me go to live chat again. That was the guy defending Gary. The video starts. The kangaroos got the dog like this. Dean was like, I'm not watching this. I can't watch this. Something ain't going to be right here. I don't have the stomach anymore, Gary. But then I seen the guy come into the video. Husky dude, big dude. And I see him start walking right up to the kangaroo. I'm like, look at this. Now I'm not missing it. He goes up to the kangaroo and he goes, boom. The kangaroo went, let go of the dog and looked at him like, dude, that was a good punch. The guy, did a little bit. The dogs ran around. That video, Gary. That was it for me. That was it. The things I see on YouTube. The things that come through my feed on YouTube. It's not, you know what she says? Your feed ain't normal. Where do you go? Where do I go? First of all, everything going in my feed, I don't even want to see. It must be Tommy shows. I got this guy. I don't know if it's in China. I don't know where this Thailand, and he's got the seafood in the bowl. and he throws the seafood in the frying pan. And you see the gullamati moving and the lobsters clawing and the gullamati and the shrimp jumping out of the frying pan. I'm like, what is this? Where did this come from? Is this allowed? Ain't this sadism or whatever they call it? No, this one up here goes, that's how we cook our seafood. Yeah, but I don't put a video camera on it, you know. And then the best when it's done, he takes the whole gullamati and he bites the head and eats the head in the ink bag. And the ink bag's going all over him like this. I wanted to share that with you. That's the feeds I get. They eat starfish. Whoever these people, they eat starfish. I mean, watching them eat starfish. I never ate a starfish. But I'm just wondering where these feeds come from. I don't search them. I don't do this. I don't do that. And if anybody could help me, just you can jump on my show. Listen, anybody, a YouTube representative want to jump on right now? How funny would that be if a YouTube representative jumped live with me right now? How they would blow it right out of the water. How did Dean get that to happen? Huh? How did that happen? Hi, this is Ukai Gats from YouTube. How did you know I was calling you? Huh, Gary? That would be it, Gary. But the feeds, guys, I don't know. I don't know. Hey, listen, I'm new at this. I don't know. I don't know nothing about YouTube yet. They get kangaroos to box. That's what I heard, Joe Della. I'm so far. Chris Trock, I'm ready, Dean. That's what I love about you, Chris. You're always ready, like me. Chris, look, who do we want to throw in? Well, that's the whole thing. See no evil. But you know what? It makes you think. Thank God I'm here. If that was Vito, I know I'm done there. I'm just saying the things that come over my feeds, guys. It's amazing. I don't know. I don't know. Like I said, I blame it all on Tommy Stiggs. His shows. Whose birthday is it? Jerry's? No. Joe Della. So I've been punked. You're done, Joe Della. You're done. Right. Gary Gambuti, they don't let him box no more. I didn't think so. It's 2023 now. You know, it's like carnivals and circuses, and I love animals. So, you know what? Dean could only sit here and just watch, guys. I've got no comments about any of all that because I love animals myself. And, you know, oh, I'm getting pulled over. You know, go here, get the link. We want to watch. Son of a, where's that link? Grab the link. I'll drop it again. Tommy's getting pulled over. Hang on. Hang on. Oh, we got to get this. Tom and Ooch, grab the link. Look at how nuts we are. I'll talk to him. Look at right now, Tommy's lowering the phone. Tommy's like this. Tommy, get the link. Tommy's like this. How do I shut this psychopath off right now before the cops go to the guy? Huh? Tommy, get on the link. I'm done. I'm done today. Oh. Stiggs, grab the link. Could you imagine this video today? Oh. Look, where is he? We'll ask him how much the fine is. We'll start cash apping you. Don't take him away. Hang on, I'll call JTP. Where's that ALV right now? ALV. Let me text Anthony. Stiggs needs you. Oh, I'm done. I'm done. You know what? I know I'm not. Tommy, be careful if you can hear me. Tommy, be careful. See, you should have got on the show today with me. Teresa Murphy, welcome to the Ubat's house. Love you, Darlene. Tommy's getting pulled over. They're cutting Dindu's trees down. Oh, we're having a ball over here. All the Goombas and Goomadres are here. More Stiggs, what did you do? He probably, all right, I'll behave. Probably stop sign or red light. Inch, maybe the yellow. I'm not even going to guess or say anything. Tommy, get back on the show. I hope he comes on after they let him go. Oh, so I made chicken thighs, skinless little chicken thighs. They had buy one get one free, so I got a lot of them. Covered them with butter, onions, garlic, and the adobe, spicy. I can't wait till that's done. I can't wait till that's done. That's all I say is I can't wait till it's done. See no evil. That's perfect. Oh, Gerard, don't say that. You got pulled over, Teresa. We don't know what, where, when, and how right now. The last comment is, ugh, I'm getting pulled over. I hope they didn't see me. I better shut up. Poor guy, if he's got me piping through that car right now. Who's that guy? Thank you, Maureen. Yeah, because who's that guy talking? How does he know all this? Man, are they doing a lot of talking out there? I was going to talk about Atlantic City today. Atlantic City during the 80s and 90s. And the good times and the bad times. Dino has a lot of experiences in Atlantic City. Some I can share and some I can't. No. But anyways, and there's this great video of Atlantic City. And I don't know. I want to share it. As long as I talk through it, I guess. As it's going, I'm not going to play long things of it. But as long as I talk and pause it, I think that would be okay. Anybody gives me thumbs up if you think I could do that. What do you guys think? I never did it before. Play a video, pause it, go back to it. Just so you guys could see some of the nostalgia and the way it was during that time in the 80s. I don't know. Maybe I should just do it. What could they do? Shut my show down? I mean, it's from a good source. I mean, I'm subscribed to the guy who has it. I mean, he's got a. I mean, it is what it is. I don't think he would mind. I mean, I'm not doing anything but just explaining it. You guys get what I'm saying, I hope. Well, what are you talking about? Oh boy. You see Mickey Rourke get kicked out of a room, huh? No, it was a gas pipe before Chris Trock. That was a year and a half ago. Now it's the tree service coming in here and cutting trees. The lady behind me, last year they went in there and cut the trees down and they left everything. This poor lady and her husband, they have young kids. You know, they've been there only 3, 4 years. Had to go out and do everything. Stack it, bring it out. It was amazing. I was like, wow, the mess they left that yard. Tell the copier Tommy's things from YouTube. You never know. He can know them. Okay. Hang on, everybody. Hang on a second here. I mean, are you upstairs? Hang on. I don't want to leave the avatar on with you guys. You can look at the beautiful background. I'm coming. I'm coming. Just checking. Oh, boy, now look. Okay. All right, let me get to the chat here. He didn't want water. He went up on the couch. That's a nice doggy. Oh, yeah. My Mickey. Mickey. Hmm. I just got a crazy bill from the internet service. Wow. Be right back. Gerard, I checked that out. They fell off a truck. I seen it. You know, Tommy Brigger. Oh, yeah. Hey, there's Gringo. How are you, Gringo? What's going down? Hey, Paul Clinton, my man. How are you? That slid right by me. How did that go right by me? You know what? Why I'm doing this? Hang on. Let me check and see if I got this. Let me try that. Oh boy, I'm sort of. Oh, it came right off. All right. Ah, hang on. No, boy. Okay, I got it. Maybe we will do a little bit of it. I'll cut through some of the parts real fast. That don't sound like a bad idea. Maureen, the bus is. Are you kidding me? We got to talk about the bus this week. Hang on. What am I missing? No, Mike John. Just tell him his eyebrows just got threaded. I'm done. Maureen, the double decker is complete. I actually got about 3 or 4 names I put on there, doll. We got like 3, 4 new members. Huh. That I could load another bus immediately with the new crowd. Yeah, we're gonna do it right now, Paul. We're gonna do a little Atlantic City right now. Is that what you're talking? I mean, Mike John, is that what you're talking about? The Atlantic City? Because I got to with all the fights I went to, the, everything, just all of it. The time I met Philadelphia crew over there. Are you kidding? Just great stuff. Great stuff. The whole thing. The whole 10. He got a pedicure. They probably got threaded, the manicure, and now he got pulled over. We'll give him a little. I don't want to start the video in case he comes back. I want to see if he wants to come on. We'll see what happened. And there he is, my man, Rat Trap City. What are you doing? Oh, that show the other night, you got the giggles on me a little bit. That was the best. The best. Okay, Mike John, we could do that. Rat Trap, you made my night the other night. They said he's got the giggles. Oh, good. Carlos, good. All right, good, Gringo. Tommy Stiggs, are you coming on? The link's there. Grab the link before I do my video. Let us know what just happened. I put you up there. Good afternoon. No, we don't want a good afternoon. We want to know what just happened. Grab the link. Here, I'm going to drop it again. Grab the link. Tommy, grab the link. Grab the link. Grab the link. We want to know what happened. Inquiring minds want to know what happened to you right now. And it's going to go on Tindu and Vito's. Hang on. We're covering it live at Tindu's and Vitis and Vito's. Oh, you can't grab the link at the moment. Oh, I thought you were back up. Okay, don't grab it. You know what? You know what? He must be still pulled over. Hang on. All right, all right, all right. I'll wait. I'll wait. I thought maybe they let you go. If he's on the phone, how are you on the phone? You must be pulling one of these right now underneath the legs. Drop this. You want me to get on right now? They're in my windows. I'll probably be getting a call in a second. You the wise guy on the phone with him? Huh? Hello. Newark, but are you the guy laughing on the phone over there? Oh boy, I hear the doorbell. Oh yes.
Not the person you wanted, but
That's
you know.
okay. That's what. Yeah, you are the person I want. Do you believe what I'm I seen a car. I'm like, there it is. And then I say, okay, it's the skipper. It's okay. Oh, are you kidding me? At Tindu's and Vito's, does it matter?
Poor Stiggs.
I
Those
know.
Jersey cops are no joke. They got nothing else to
I
do
know.
over
I'm
there.
not like
So
trying to make a joke or not. I know. I hope he's all good. I know. I know. I know. I know. Well,
I'm sure.
I'm on a live. I'm just being goofy.
I'm sure he's all right.
I know.
Oh man.
Oh,
Well, hello everyone. Hello, we're in the chat. I didn't go into the chat
hello.
first, so I didn't get to say hello to everyone. But I see Mike, John, Maureen, Chris, Mr. Carlos. I hear you guys are coming back. See No Evil, Joe Delamora, the whole crew, Rat Trap City, Stiggs, of course. Everyone. Hello, 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 hello. Good to see you all.
All right. What you got going on, brother?
I'm just finishing up. I'm in Bensonhurst right now. I'm on 18th Avenue and 68th Street. Just did some running around, and now I'm gonna make the way back to Howard Beach. So I'll hang out with you until you kick me off, pretty much.
Yeah, yeah, no problem. I was gonna do the Atlantic City thing.
Oh, cool. Yeah, no, cool. Yeah, I'll be driving, so I figured might as well hop on. I'll show you a little present
Yeah.
day Bensonhurst. This is 18th Avenue, and then I'll just go from Bensonhurst and take the streets all the way through and through Canarsie, like the normal route. So people that have been with me kind of recognize the route already. It might be a little boring, but it's gonna be
That's okay.
that's gonna be the case. Joe Delamora, hello, hello, hello. Paul Clinton too, also. Everyone. Tommy Stig says he's good, so maybe he pulled a couple of moves there. You know, gotta take
That's what
credit.
I'm thinking. I'm reading the comments. I'm like, oh boy.
Oh man. All right. So I'm gonna start driving. I don't want to disrupt you, but I figured I'd give you, the visual, especially whenever I'm in Brooklyn. I try to do it for you.
Yeah.
So
Go right ahead.
I'll
I'll full
be
screen you then.
cool. So, Mike John, I just passed Leone's on the way here, Mike John, because I took the belt and I got off 14th Avenue, the Bay 8th Street exit, and I made that first right and a quick left, and I went up that avenue all the way up to, I had to go to Utrecht. So I was on 15th Avenue and I passed that Leone's, and there's Romeo Brothers on the corner. There's the other Leone's, just the mozzarella place that's further down on the block. But
Oh.
yep, I know exactly what you're talking about, Mike John. I just passed it. Oh, well, let me not pull out now because I might end up with a problem
Yeah,
if I
be
run my
careful.
own.
You said mozzarella. I could go for some mozzarella right now. Oh my
You,
lord.
you know what's crazy?
Oh,
It's going to sound hard to believe, but there's a Key Food in Howard Beach where they have like a little back section, a little like a private little area.
yeah, yeah.
They make their own fresh mozzarella, and
Mhm.
it's delicious. It's like pork store quality fresh mozzarella in a freaking Key Food. It's out of control, but I love that. Just let that stay out in room temperature. Let all the kind of water drip out a little bit, and just
Right.
throw some salt and a balsamic glaze right on top. Oh, it's my favorite. My
I
absolute favorite.
I do the Italian dressing. I make my own Italian, mix. I put
Mm.
the fresh tomatoes on the mozzarella, and I could just go crazy. I love
Yeah, I'm
that.
hungry. I'm gonna I think I'm gonna make a veal scallopini tonight.
Minka, nice.
Yeah. No, my girlfriend hooks me up with the shopping. She does. She goes grocery shopping and stocks up the fridge. So I got veal in there and I got 2 pounds of chicken. So she doesn't really do veal. So I think I'm gonna take the 2 pounds of chicken, make kind of like a garlicky herb, shred it up in the skillet type of deal, and then
Right.
for myself, I'm gonna take those veal. I'm gonna pound the crap out of them and do a nice little. I found a simple recipe. I like just following a recipe the first time around and then kind of
Uh-huh.
moving off of that. But for a scallopini, it's actually really easy. Just take the veal, pound the crap out of it, toss it in the flour, fry it for a minute on each side, put it off to the side, and then fry it in oil and butter, and then throw some more butter in there, throw some mushrooms, half a cup of chicken broth, let it all simmer in there for about a minute, and then throw it right on top of the veal, and there you go. Get a veal scallopini.
Right. Frankie Calabra, how are you, my man? The Wizard, how are you, Goombot? Thanks for coming in.
The
Yeah, that's
Mike John, come on, guy, come on. Yes, you can go. Mike John mentioned Spadini. Now Spadini, is my favorite. I don't know if you had like a Spadini, a veal, like a breaded veal. Wow, that call was sick. Veal it's almost like a shish kebab. It's like an Italian shish kebab. It's the rolled
really
up, real thin, breaded. Either they do it with a veal or like a pork, and just like rolled up like a rollatini, but in small pieces, and then thrown on a Spadini stick. It's
huh.
delicious, absolutely delicious. Oh yeah, that's my grandmother, may she rest in peace. She knew that was my favorite. When she made that, she would freeze like a whole bunch of them and save them for me so that they were there.
Yeah, that sounds good.
I'm telling you, if you take like the way I like it is with a veal cutlet, but you gotta pound the crap out of it, get it
Right.
real thin, and then kind of slice it long ways, and then roll it. Bread it and then roll it, and then you just stick it right on the spadini stick and you broil it. Broil it for a couple of minutes each side. You get the crispy breadcrumbs. It's out of this world, out of this
Wow.
friggin' world.
Okay, so basically she just did the breaded cutlet, veal cutlet, and then cut it in strips.
Not in it should be about maybe 3/4 of an inch wide, if that makes
Oh,
sense. So you take
Okay.
the cut, not in strips, but maybe one cut right through the middle,
Yeah,
the
yeah, yeah,
long
yeah,
way,
yeah.
and then roll that up so that you have
Got
these little like half-inch to 3/4 inch, roll-ups pretty much.
Okay, okay. You know what? You know what I'm doing tomorrow, right? Gasparin. Okay, tomorrow. Watch this, yo. Oh, and you could do it with basically anything, basically, right? Though, too.
Mike John mentioned the chicken. I think she would always do it with a beef and a pork. So the
Right.
pork either being like a veal or like a tender pork, like sliced,
Yes.
or a beef. So which I don't know what cut that would be exactly to be sure. I've never done it. I've never made them, but I know
Right,
the
right, right.
beef was good. It was almost like a thin, I guess flank. I guess it would be.
Flank
Not
steak.
sure.
Yeah, it's like a
Right?
flank cut, real thin.
Yeah,
Yeah, I know
yeah, good
exactly
stuff.
what you're talking about. Yeah, okay.
Like even tonight with the veal, I'll just take tomatoes and just chop them up, put a little white vinegar in there, a little lemon, a little red onion, and just like kind of eat that with the veal too. It's this Italian food to cook it. It's actually similar to Cuban food, believe it or not, because
Uh,
my dad was born in Cuba. My
right.
mom's the Italian one. So the Cuban food, it's not really spicy food. I mean, even if Carlos is in here, he would know. It's similar to Puerto Rican Dominican.
Okay.
It's not spicy. It's garlic and onion and olive oil based. Almost everything starts with sautéing garlic and onion, or in an olive oil. The basic premise of Italian food. To me, Italian food is like the simplest of foods, but it's the best. It's as simple as you could just for vegetables. I put some olive oil in the pan. I get the olive oil hot. I slice the garlic nice thin, like in Goodfellas, that just
Right.
dissipates right in the pan. And then from there, you just throw anything in there. Throw broccoli, string beans, zucchini, whatever you want. Saute it up, a little salt and pepper. Have a nice day.
Right.
Everything kind of like you can just base it off a garlicky, buttery, salt and pepper sauce, and from there, yeah, you have the world in
Yeah.
front of you.
Oh boy, Bobby, you'll be cooking tomorrow.
Wise up, how you doing? And Cuban food, yeah. Rat Trap City said it
Oh,
that he loves Cuban food. The best Cuban food, besides my grandmother when she was still around, was that I've had was in Miami. I went to a few different spots. There's a great spot in North Miami, like
okay.
off the beaten path in a real residential area that you wouldn't think, not that, because there's obviously Little Havana, so there's spots in
Right.
Little Havana, but Little Havana is very touristy, and it has like a big place that everyone kind of goes to. But there's actually a really, really good place in North Miami, off the beaten path. It would be like coming to New York City and finding something, in the Bronx instead of Manhattan, that type of deal. But the Cuban
Right.
food, the fried plantains, the arroz con pollo, the ropa vieja, which is basically just shredded beef. It translates to old clothes, shredded beef, but it's in an olive oil, red pepper, garlicky based, adobo. I think you mentioned adobo before when I was
Yeah.
listening, but that's like the basis to Cuban food. You can just start with adobo and that's it. You're gonna get that flavor. I love
Oh,
sprinkling adobo over the vegetables. Once you kind of
yeah.
get it in the garlic and the olive oil, zucchini, like just slice zucchini in there and then just sprinkle over the adobo right over it. Oh,
Oh my
delicious.
Lord. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I know. And I did it tonight. I did the chicken with the adobo with
Oh,
butter, fresh
oh, look at
onion, the
this idiot.
garlic.
He almost fell. Sorry to interrupt you. That kid almost
Ah,
just
don't
fell in
worry
the
about
middle of the street.
it. I seen them. Oh,
Some kid just got shot in front of a school at 2 o'clock. The kids are crazy. They all think they're tough. I was driving through my neighborhood before when the kids got out of school, and they all get out of school now, and they're all kind of like trying to break into houses. They're like messing with cars. They're messing with all the old people around. I don't understand. Like, what's wrong with these kids? They all think they're tough, and they're all little kids. Like, I don't understand. It's nuts. It's absolutely nuts.
wow. You wonder what's back at home, Skip.
I, if
I'm
anything,
sorry to say it. You wonder what's going on underneath the roof where they come from, okay?
I mean, I don't know. We would have been afraid of like the older kids or the adults or you know, like I don't know. I don't know. There was a fear. If it wasn't a fear for cops, it was a fear for either your parents or your parents' friends. You know, me, it was more like my parents' friends. Like there were eyes all over the neighborhood. Everyone knew who was who. You know, I didn't want one of my parents' friends finding out something and then telling my dad, like, "Oh, hey, I saw you." You know, that was what kept me kind of straight. But there's just no fear out of sixth, seventh, eighth graders going and messing with people, ringing, you know, messing with people's doors, messing with people's cars. It's nuts. It's nuts.
You know, the consequences when they get hit with them, they should think about that before they do something.
You
The
know.
good old saying, don't do the crime if you can't do the
Yeah.
time.
Yeah.
You know, and you know what, Skip? Three-quarters of those kids, they go into that courtroom crying their eyes out. The parents are crying on the ground. I mean,
Absolutely. I mean, that's
you
how I see it.
know,
These
I
kids
mean,
are like, you know, how tough are you as a seventh grader?
and then 70% of them are first offenders, and they, you know, okay, slap it in, don't do it again, yada, yada, yada.
Right,
You know,
because it
that
probably
depends what they
wasn't the worst crime in the world, but that's that whole Rudy Giuliani idea of the broken windows policy, that it starts with that. It's, you know, there's the laid back approach where, okay, a kid just breaks a window in a car, no big deal. You're gonna lock them up for
do.
that, no big deal. But you know, then there was the, you know, Giuliani. That's what I remember growing up in. I grew up in those days where if you got caught with a joint, you were going to central booking. If you were doing anything wrong, they were going to make an example. They wanted to make an example of you at a young age, where they
Yeah,
they would they didn't care. They figured where, or his philosophy, that policing philosophy, I think it was Ray Kelly too that was involved with that, was that if you lock up a kid that's in the seventh grade for breaking a window, he's going to think differently about continuing on to commit crimes. Whereas those, if you just let kids be kids, and that involves a little shoplifting here, a little breaking a window there, then it just builds and builds and builds, and you're developing criminals pretty much.
right.
So I think we're way back to the other extreme now, where it's kind of like, well, let kids be kids. Half the police force retired. You know, we're kind of understaffed, so we're just going to worry about the big things, and everything else can kind of just go.
Right.
There's a whole big thing right now in Howard Beach, where the Howard Beach Civic Association has proposed to the neighborhood hiring private security.
Wow.
I think it's a complete waste of time and money, because this security would be unarmed and would just call the cops.
Right.
So what they want to do is hire someone. They already did the math on it. Where is this person going? That's a one-way street, guy. Where are you going? Where are you going?
Keep
You're going
talking.
down
I
the wrong
gotta
way.
check them.
He's going down the wrong way. He's going down the block the wrong way. He's going down the wrong way. That's great. Sorry. So anyway, so how they proposed a different cost. They already did the math on it. They have about, I think it's, you know, there's 18,000 residences in Howard Beach. If they get 10,000 people to sign up, they can do it at like about $100 a household for the year. It's right around $100,000 to have one security officer in the neighborhood from, I believe, 10 p.m. to 5 a.m. So it's not even 24/7. It's from 10 p.m. to 5 a.m. You'd have to pay just on kind of a neighborhood fee, and this is just going to be one guy driving around in a security car with, you know, with yellow blinking lights, with no gun and a cell phone to call 911. There's a lot of people in Howard Beach that literally wipe their behind with $100. So to them, it's like, yeah, whatever. Sure, take 200, no big deal. As long as it's kind of just someone else having eyes on the neighborhood, no big deal. So there's a lot of that. But again, if this was, you know, an actual patrol, an armed individual that can maybe make a citizen's arrest or something like that, or there's a couple of guys in it, you know, one guy in a car driving around with no gun, what is he going to do? All he's going to do is call 911. So you see someone breaking into a house, okay, call 911, someone's breaking into the house. By the time the cops get there, they're gone. Very interesting. Yankees for life. How you doing, buddy? Good to see you.
1 second,
No, no problem, T. No problem. You know me. Once you open up the faucet, you know, I'll just keep going. On Avenue S here, Avenue S in West Third, just past Booty, the junior high school. I'm sure anyone from the area knows Booty or went to Booty. I didn't go to school in this neighborhood, so not me. Coming up to McDonald Avenue and Avenue S. So this is Gravesend. We went from Bensonhurst into Gravesend, and we're going to be taking this route into Marine Park, and then Flatlands, and then Canarsie, East New York, Howard Beach. But this train trestle up ahead is for the BD and F. No, not the B, D, and F. What am I saying? The F. The F and the B and the D are on East 16th Street. So the F is on McDonald Avenue. To the right is to the south. To the left is to the north, up to Manhattan. To the right, south down to Coney Island. So we're traveling east right now. East on the southern tier of Brooklyn, Avenue S. To the right of us, or just to the south of us, would be the neighborhood of Sheepshead Bay and then Coney Island. As we continue east, we hit Marine Park and then Flatlands and then Canarsie and then East New York, which is the last neighborhood in Brooklyn, and then into Queens. Sassanino, how you doing, bud? Mr. Sassanino with the disclaimer. Asterisk. Hope you're doing well. Oh, this is prime traffic time. This is the prime. Oh, fuel level low. Oh, crap. I actually need to stop and get gas. Ugh. Let's see how many miles I have left on this. 40. Eey.
Oh, I'll tell you, interesting stuff. Interesting stuff when you go look at something. I'll be taking some pictures of the lawn. Oh, you know what?
I heard you had some issues over there with that today.
Yeah, it is what it is. It ain't that bad. It ain't that bad. It's funny because I just seen a youngster. They had their hard hats. Hi, Scoopy Doopy. And I seen some familiar stickers. Thank you. And I'm like, are you 210 guy? He's like, oh no. I said, well, I'm just wondering, you're wearing one of my stickers on your helmet.
Oh,
And I just wanted to see where you got that from.
that's
No,
funny.
no, it's a borrowed helmet. Oh, okay.
That's like a little false flag in there.
Okay. Oh, so are you telling me you guys hire laborers or you don't? Oh boy, you know what? They were just in the wrong backyard, Skipper. They entered the jungle just now, I think, Skipper.
Oh, they didn't know who they were messing with over
I don't think. Okay. Oh, okay. You're flying my colors, huh? Oh, okay.
there. That's funny. That's
Huh?
real funny.
Oh, good. It just so happened to happen when I'm on with you. Okay. Assassino, what's going down? Nick M, my man. Sven Larson's in the house. All right. Yeah, it wasn't too bad out there. So I'll just look. And Yankees for life. What are you doing, brother? They got the branches on the front lawn. I'm going to see now. They take them. They said they were
Oh,
taking everything. They better take them.
you might be asking a lot now.
Okay. You know what? Skipper, I'm going to tell you what's going to happen if I go up there in 15 minutes, half hour. And if that is on my lawn still, you know what's going to happen, Skipper? I'm going to drag it right into the middle of the 40-mile-an-hour zone here at dinner hour and put it right across the street so it blocks traffic. So they got to call somebody. Okay. That's what I'm going to
There
do
you go.
today. If
There
them
you go.
branches are still on my lawn when I go up there now, I'm going to videotape it for you too. I'll tell you. Let's just hope they keep their promise. All right. Look at this. I don't think so, Don. Message we're missing. Huh. I am so. I watched that deli video you had up. That you have up.
That deli's great. So many people don't know about that place.
With Dino singing, let me tell you something. It just popped up like on the top of a recommendation, like or something in my feed.
Oh, really?
I'm like, look at Skipper, yeah. I'm like, look at Skipper's vid. I had to watch it just because of the song and the food again. And I'm like, look
That
at that.
that
Go
place
ahead.
was originally, it still is, it still has its original location in Sheepshead Bay. It's Jimmy's Famous Heroes, and it's just off of Emmons, just north of Emmons, so just north of the water on Sheepshead Bay Road. It's across the street from what was a very, 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 very popular diner that's now co-ops and a Turkish restaurant. So it's right Emmons and Sheepshead Bay Road. It's right there, but the parking there is horrendous. Like
Oh,
you can't. Like it's not even like you just can't. So my uncle has always hit. My uncle was a business partner with the owner of Jimmy's in a different business that they had going on. So he had always told me, go there, go there. They're known for what they call the works. You ask for the works, which is basically lettuce, tomato, chopped onion, or and oil and vinegar mixture with their own mixture of herbs in there, like their own little concoction of herbs. And it's delicious. Like my uncle always told me, if you grab a bag of Jimmy's Heroes, like if you just smell the bag, you know that it's from Jimmy's just from the smell of the oil and vinegar and the herbs and everything. So that, it's just a normal sandwich. It's a nice, good sandwich. But this mixture that they came up with, it's just that they pour right on top of it. It's
yeah.
delicious. Delicious. It's just so good. And long story short, they decided to open up another location in Marine Park, which is the neighborhood that I grew up in, my neighborhood.
Right.
So I had known about it because the guy kept telling me, he's like, oh, we're gonna open up in your neighborhood, we're gonna open up in your neighborhood, and I'm like, okay, whatever, 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 and they finally did. So that spot that I showed is the one that's in the second location in Marine Park on Quentin Road, right across the street from the funeral home, Marine Park Funeral Home. I think it's like 33rd Street or 32nd Street. So anyone from the area, if you're looking for a different sandwich spot that's really, really kind of unknown, I would highly suggest Jimmy's Famous Heroes, either the one on Sheepshead Bay Road in Emmons or Quentin Road and in the 30s in Marine Park. Ask for the works. Just get the works. Extra works.
You're gonna make me
Delicious.
go to Jersey Mike's tonight or something for a submarine tonight, okay? Just talking like this. Look at See No Evil too. I gotta go try this.
And don't walk in asking for a hoagie or
Ah,
what do they call it down in Philadelphia? A hoagie or sub. Don't go and ask it. It's Jimmy's Famous Heroes is the name of the place. They sell heroes. So for all you
hero.
Philadelphia people in there, I don't know, friggin' Mr. Assassinino with the disclaimers in
Ah,
there.
ah,
They go down
ah.
there asking for hoagies and all that. Italian hoagie. What? And
Oh,
it's a hero. It's a sandwich and it's a hero. What type of sandwich? You either get a sandwich on a roll, on white bread, or a hero. Very simple.
oh, that is our saying here too. A hero saying.
Don, yes, Don, that is a Tesla in front of us. Yes, it is. I
Oh
saw that
yeah.
question before, Don. Yeah, that's a Tesla. It is.
Sorry, Donald. I didn't see that question. I seen a lot of white coats come up. Chris Drocky. And baked
Hoagies.
clams. I could eat baked clams. I could eat clams by the dozen.
Me too.
You
Me
like
too.
clams, Skip?
I love clam. I love seafood. Love seafood. I love baked clams. Love
Oh,
baked clams.
how about steamers, Skipper? Oh,
The, yeah. Yep. Yeah.
steamers?
The
You steam them?
Yep. Love them. Love them. If I have the choice, I'll avoid the raw. I'll have a raw. I'll dump
Yeah.
especially if I could dump some hot sauce on it. Yeah, I'll have a raw. But I'd rather steamed, the baked, or mussels, oysters, the whole nine. Yeah, love it all.
Oh, I love
Love it all.
mussels. Oh, oysters too. Oh,
Love it.
eh,
Love it. Love it.
me
There's
too.
another great place. Um, it's called Clementi's. The Lenny's in Howard Beach has kind of gone downhill, in my opinion. That's the most famous place around on Cross Bay. The one that we ended the video on last time that I was facing on Cross Bay Boulevard with the blue
Right.
awning. That,
Yeah.
famous Lenny's Clam Bar. It's not the same. I don't think it's a little different,
Right. Now
but
is
it's good. It's good.
Umberto still going or no in
You
Manhattan?
know,
Umberto's.
I don't know. I've
Okay.
never been to.
Right.
Whenever
Just
I hear
ask.
Umberto's, I think of the ones on Long Island. There's ones in Elmont and in Floral Park. The King Umberto. There's a King Umberto and an Umberto. The famous one in Manhattan, I've never been to, and I'm not sure.
Okay, all right. Yeah, I was wondering if the one in Manhattan on Mulberry, near Mulberry,
Right.
still right up to the corner, is still
I,
open.
I've never been down to Mulberry as like an adult, I guess you can
Oh,
say.
no?
No, my grandfather would take us there all the time, but to go shopping,
Okay.
if you know what I mean.
Yeah,
It
yeah.
was great. You walk in one door, into another door, down a flight of steps, up a flight of steps, into another door, open the door, and it's like Macy's. It's wonderful, wonderful.
Right,
I still have so much stuff from my shopping in Mulberry Street, but
right.
his his best friend, um, I'll we'll get into that.
Yeah,
That really went down there for that to just basically go there, get stuff, but as I got older, like once I hit the late teenagers into even when I was in high school, it already had started to change down there to the point where you're really only really going to go down there for the very good restaurants. And by
right.
the time I got old enough to do that, I was just I never went like, okay, let's go down to Mulberry to eat. Like we would go into Bay Ridge, Brooklyn, or so the Bensonhurst, or even out to Long Island. Long Island's got some wonderful Italian restaurants. With all the Italians that left Brooklyn going out there, they took the food out there also. So
Right.
I've never
Grinders.
like
That's a good.
grind.
That's another one. Grinders. We use that a lot around here, Gerard.
Isn't that like a Tinder profile or something? What is that? What is that crap grinder?
Oh, Gianni Catalano, Gumba, welcome in.
Hey
Oh,
Gianni.
okay. Umberto says I ate at the Umberto's twice, 3 times in my life. So the old one there, and I loved it.
See, I think Mike John and Sino Evil are speaking of some places on Staten Island. Staten Island's
Yeah,
another area that I have neglected as an adult, where haven't really, more as a kid, kind of going with the parents or whatever. But as I'm sure there just has to be great, great Italian food on Staten Island. But I haven't gone and really started testing it out. But on the same note, let me show you guys. Coming up here on the right is Michael's. Now Michael's is famous. It's owned by I guess you could say famous family. They just filmed a movie in here that's coming out soon on the Gemini Lounge. They just filmed in it. It's right here on the right, Michael's Restaurant. They are also the Michaels that sells jars of sauce in the supermarkets. So if you go to, ShopRite or Wallbounds or something, they sell Michaels of Brooklyn jars of sauce. That's it right there. That was my first kind of real job I had there. I was valet parking there before I even had a driver's license. Don't tell anyone.
huh.
But yeah, that was kind of my like first like quote unquote real job. I was either like 16 or 17, like right around there, maybe 15, turning 16. I know we didn't have licenses. It didn't really matter. Me and my friend Danny that did it, and we did the valet parking there. And after every shift, we would get a free chicken parmesan to eat right at the end of the shift. It was wonderful. It was the best part of the job. But
Wow.
Michael's is great. That's still that's a relic right there. That's in right here in Marine Park. We're in Marine Park right now, so it's not even Gravesend or Bensonhurst. It's Marine Park, Brooklyn, right on Avenue R, off of Gerritsen Avenue, and it's a staple. And it's still here. It's still kicking. It's still doing its thing. So like
Huh.
that's a place that I would really wanted to have a nice Italian meal. I wasn't going to go downtown Manhattan to Mulberry Street. It was going to go kind of like right there, or find something a little more local, or even out to the island. As I got older, started going east more than west. Instead of going to Manhattan, going more to Long Island for stuff like that.
It's
But
so
Michael's
funny.
is
Go
go
ahead.
ahead, P. Nope,
No,
go
go
ahead, P.
ahead.
I'm done. I was just gonna say the Michaels is it's known, and it's even very more. It's more popular now even for its jars of sauce that you can buy in the store.
Right. Oh, they sell the sauce too in the jars, huh?
Just like Rayo's. You know how like Rayo's you can
Right.
buy the famous place in Manhattan. You can buy Rayo's sauce in a jar. Michaels started doing that years ago. They were kind of like one of the first places I remember that they were selling it wholesale. So you can actually buy
Oh,
their sauce. And I don't know how far out it goes, like if you can get up there in Buffalo or not sure. I think by now they've distributed pretty far out, but
right.
definitely here you can definitely buy it in the supermarket.
We get a lot of New York stuff here in the grocery stores.
It
We
makes
do.
sense being the same state. Definitely, I'm sure
Yeah.
a lot of the sales territories and just, oh, look, the cops. I guess you can go through the light. These cops, they do what they want, right? Yeah, nice. Oh,
They're
lady cop.
gonna
Yeah,
do
go
it
ahead, go ahead,
anyways.
no problem. Yeah, no problem.
Uh,
Yeah, the Michaels is very good, very good.
right. And this Atlantic City video I have to show. I'm gonna do it another time anyways. But in there, in
Mhm.
this video, the nostalgia, especially with me, runs so deep. The things, the memories it brought back, Skip, like Angelo's Italian restaurant. There's a famous Italian restaurant, Angelo's there.
I've heard of it.
And okay, it was right around from the boardwalk, around the corner, basically.
I
You
don't
could
know
walk.
much about that. I've
Okay. Well,
probably
it wasn't far. It was in
that's number
walking
three.
distance.
That's number three on the list of I haven't really done much as an adult either. But
Well, here's what
I've heard of that place, but I don't know it like really really know it down there. But I've heard of that place.
and even before, like all these again, these documentaries and these videos, I ate in there about 5, 6 times. We'd walk out of the casino. Now, you ain't getting Italian food at the casino. Like, I mean, you are. Don't get me wrong. But if you want a mom pod like your normal, you go right out the back door, side entrance, go right down. What was it, Atlantic Drive? Boom, and there was off there. There was Angelo's Italian cuisine. Delicious. Everything was delicious. And then, how about the history that went through that place, Skip?
That's what
Amazing.
fascinates me the most about these places. And that I just wanted to say, Mike John, very cool that you actually go into Rayo's. I've never eaten inside. You consider yourself privileged to be able to go in there and eat inside, Mike John. But
What, Rayo's?
yeah,
Rayo's?
yeah. If you look at
Really?
his comment, yeah.
Yeah. I'm
But
trying. I was going to ask what this Rayo's place is.
it's Theo, you know it. It's the little place in Harlem, Manhattan, that's been around forever. It's very small,
Uh huh.
and there was a see. I wish I was a mobologist. There was a famous whacking, I believe, right out front in front of it. It's always been kind of controlled, and all the tables in there are controlled. If you know what I mean, it's still
Yeah,
around. It still
yeah.
exists. Like Bo
Okay.
Dietl has a table in there. You know,
Oh my God.
the according to John Panisi, some other people have the center table in there, stuff like that, stuff like
Right,
that.
right,
So
right, right, right.
and it's also supposed to be very, very, very good. Like not just the small, very intimate place, small menu. And it's if you could picture it, it's like on a corner in Manhattan, but it's red and it's down a step. It's not in the basement, but you almost kind of it's almost below street level. So it's a
Okay.
corner below street level on a quiet block in Uptown Manhattan. If you Google it and see a picture of it, it'll click right in your head seeing a picture of it before. But there's definitely, and I'm pretty sure there was a murder right in front of it.
Really? Oh,
Yes,
cool. No, interesting. Cool. Interesting. Now,
and
no,
that's always the place
that's
that
the
every that
history. right there.
that's the place that everyone always talks about, but that you can't just go to. Like Michael's,
Right.
I could have just thought, you can just go. It's a restaurant. A lot of these other places, they're just. But Rayo's is that one that kind of like each table is reserved for good, pretty much.
Yeah. Wow. That's some good stuff. Oh, here he is. Hang on. Let me get you up here. Let me
I
go
hope
to
it
this
sticks.
regular screen. Yeah, we got to find out
Oh,
what
okay, good.
happened here.
Can you see me? I didn't get stopped. They went past me.
Get
Oh,
out!
so
They were, they were
oh, you
creeping.
pulled the West Side move.
Listen,
Go ahead.
they were creeping behind me, and I guess running my plate. Then they flipped their sirens and went right past me. Thank God. Oh, yeah. Because you're screaming in my ear.
Oh,
That would have been
I'm
that
screaming.
would
No,
that
Thank
blame
God.
me. Yeah,
that would have been a scene.
that was
Thank God.
excellent. Who's that
Uh,
wacko you're talking to? Who is that? If they would have made you put your phone down, don't touch that phone, and me screaming on there,
it's in
huh?
my ear. That probably wouldn't hurt.
It's
But
in
oh
your
my God.
ear. Thank God.
So Rayo's is in East Harlem. It's owned by the Pellegrino family, Frank Pellegrino, I believe.
Okay.
Um, every
Yeah,
crew
you would
has a
probably know
table
more.
in there. There's about 8 tables in there. Every crew has a table, and
Damn.
there's like 2 or 3 tables that are a lot of people check with each other to see who's going to take that table. They have to take a table. I don't know if it's now every weekend, but everybody that had a table in there had to occupy the table every night that they lost it.
Oh my God.
Like let's say it's my table. I'm not going to go every night, but I would send Team do one night. I would
Right.
send Skip another night. You'll be there as my,
Fill in.
obviously you pay for your dinner, but you'll be there like
Fill
as my,
in. Right.
you're still on the table. The table had to be, the cash had to flow, and the Pellegrino family owned it. I think they were brothers, and our father died or something. I think Mike John told us a while ago the father died or something.
Right.
Yeah, that's in
Wow.
East Harlem. That'll be there forever.
So you mean anybody coming there to New York, the tourists, nobody could get in that place, huh?
No,
Nope.
no.
Wow.
There may be 1 or 2 tables, and there is a bar in there also, but it's 10 feet long, and it's usually the people that are waiting for a table. But a table is pretty much set for the night, and the guys hang out for hours. You know.
Got you.
So yes, that's pretty correct. You're not getting a reservation. They opened the
Right.
one in Vegas, I believe. Now that's different, but they opened the one in Vegas.
You guys make me want to try to get in there right now with that food. You smell. Oh my Lord.
Listen, you can get in. It's just it would take some time. You'd have to make some. We all have a way to
Yeah.
get. You
Right.
can't say I want to go Thursday, but we can figure out how to make it happen.
Me, when I
But
make that, when I make the run down there, I'm gonna let you know a month ahead of time, two
yeah, it's
months.
got to be well in advance. Absolutely, but we can make it happen. And then
Right.
you were asking about Umberto. So Umberto's used to be on the corner of Mulberry and
Hester, not
Hester.
Hester.
Okay.
Okay.
Now they're in between Hester and Grand. They're in the middle of the block now.
Got you.
Now I've
Okay.
been going out there quite a bit, as you guys know. I've been going out there seeing somebody on Mulberry Street, and this lady has she makes her own clothes. If I lose you, I'm in the middle of a mountain here. I'll jump back on.
Okay.
She makes her own clothes. She makes these beautiful clothes, and the guys from the neighborhood are giving her all their old ties. All the
Really?
neighborhood guys. Yeah. And she's making like belts out of them and all kinds of shit that she's incorporating into her design of clothes. Yeah, she
Wow.
opened up a little boutique on Mulberry Street. She's a designer. It's crazy. It looks great out there, though. It's clean. You'd be
Huh.
surprised. Yeah, Mulberry Street, Manhattan. I mean, as bad as it was during the pandemic with all that shit that was going on, I got to tell
I,
you,
I
Little Italy, as small as it is, looks very clean right now. Looks good.
That's good. That's good because it's a nice little area. It's a great. It always will be. It's such a unique. But I
Hmm.
not a spot that I venture too much.
Yeah.
Mike John says they sell frozen pizza too, huh, Rayos?
Oh, yeah, they're getting into that now. Yeah, well, you got to stay on the market.
I,
Got
I
to stay
gotta see if I
relevant.
got it.
Got to stay
Oh,
relevant, right?
right, that's good. I gotta check it now. I'm gonna check the two major food chains here.
Rayo's sauce probably and pizza. I'm assuming probably they probably
would
sell sauce.
try the pizza.
And they
Well,
got one in
it ain't going to
Vegas.
be the same, but
No, it's probably not that bad. I mean,
no. Hey,
how bad can it
listen,
be? They're not going to put garbage out there,
right. I mean, it's going to be good. Absolutely.
Think about it. It's made the way they make it, and they freeze it.
I know.
You know.
I know. I know.
Tommy, do they have the Michaels of Brooklyn jaws out by you? Have you seen them?
I never saw them.
Oh,
Nope. It's probably local. Or you think they're
I definitely
national?
started out. I don't know if national. I know they've branched out because been doing it for a few years. I see them on Facebook and stuff. So I think they've picked up a few distributors. I think ShopRite specifically picked them up. So maybe that in
I gotta
Jersey.
check.
Hopefully,
I'll check at my
I've
shop.
actually tried it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Huh.
they make a few different ones, like a regular marinara and one with basil, and
Yeah.
it's actually it's good in a pinch. It's great in a pinch. Just throw it right, just heat it up real quick.
I wonder if they all started this during the shutdown to stay in. I wonder.
Michael's was before that. During the shutdown, Michael's
Yeah.
started doing they started doing catering, online catering,
Yeah.
where you can just go and pick up from them. They were offering trays, like kind of preset trays, and
Yeah.
that's what they were doing. But the jaw thing specifically, they were kind of ahead of it. Rayo's, I'm not sure.
Wow.
I don't know how much that really affected Rayo's.
Yeah, the guy, a really nice guy. I think it was the father from Rayo's died. He was a really nice guy. I think his name was Frank, if I remember correctly. It's been years, but a really nice guy. His name was Frank, and somebody told me he died, and I did not expect to hear that because he always looked like a healthy. He was in shape. I don't know. You hear weird things,
You
so
never know. You never know.
that's definitely the situation here. There's probably like 8 tables in there, and I think 5 or 6 of them are spoken for daily.
Right,
You know?
right. Oh, sure. I mean, you got to know somebody too. That helps. All that. Wow.
Every crew owns a table.
It's not what you know; it's who you know over there.
Yeah, well, that was a big. There's not much left in the area anymore, but that was
Do you
Tony Salerno's
Tom?
area, if I remember correctly.
Do you know of that documented crime that occurred in front of it, or not? Or am I
No,
making that up?
no, I don't know. No, I only know about Umberto's, obviously Joey Gallo, but other than that, no.
Okay, all right.
Joey Gallo
Yeah,
was
I have.
shot in Umberto's on his birthday.
Wow.
On his birthday, 30s. I think he was in his 30s, maybe. I think. He got shot. Now we used to go to Umberto's quite a bit. So when we went out to New York, if we were in Jersey, when we went out to, we would either go to Avanti's in Queens. I don't know if you ever heard of that. That's a ways back. We used to go to a place in Queens called Avanti's in Queens. We used to go to Jay Sprat's on the water in Long Island. Anyway, we used to go meet guys from out there, like in the summer, or they would come down to the shore, the Jersey Shore. We would all go to the bars and hang out. Brooklyn guys, Staten Island guys, and Jersey guys, we'd all hang out. So anyway, we would go out there, and we would a lot of times end up because Umberto's was open, I think, all night. We used to go there 3, 4 o'clock in the morning. Holy shit! He made the biscuit. He would cut loaves of Italian bread, toast them, and then put crisp, sautéed garlic on it, white or red. Amazing. And when you're banged up,
Did you ever make your way over to Wohop late night? The
no,
Chinese place
no,
that's open 24 hours?
no. That's in Manhattan.
Yeah, and in Chinatown down there. It's
Yeah.
called Wohop, and it's one of those places. It's got all the pictures on the wall. It's famous for being open all night. So me and my dad have made trips there at 3, 4 in the morning for some
Okay, I'm
Chinese
back.
food. Yeah, yeah.
We'd either go to Umberto's or stop in Cha Cha's was a place that was out there. I don't know if it's still open now. Cha Cha died, but there was a place called Cha Cha's that was on Mulberry also.
I'd have to imagine at some point here in Canarsie there were some pretty good restaurants. I don't think there's anything left here now. Not that I know of anyway. But Canarsie, just being the type of neighborhood that it was, I'd have to assume that there was some good spots here. Who's going to go through the traffic lights? Oh, yeah, one person now. Oh, they're going to stop. Very good.
Things change over the years. Things change. It's unfortunate, but now Mulberry Street is just a tourist attraction now. Back then there was guys all around, and now, but the restaurants, it's all tourist attraction now. I guess it always was, but what a great place it was. It's literally 15, 17 minutes from my door.
I can't
It
believe
always
it.
was. Yeah, literally 15, 17 minutes from my door, and I'm on Mulberry Street. It's crazy.
I can't believe that. You're that close.
I'm that close. I can basically see it like from my street. It's nuts. Nuts.
I'll tell you what, I'd go there every day and hang out. Are you kidding me? I'd go there just to hang out and eat. I don't know.
It definitely shrunk.
I know. I could imagine.
Skip, your area there, did they have like a little Italy or an Italian section? I mean, the whole city was basically Italian, but did they have a?
Well, I'm from Brooklyn, so for the Brooklyn area, it was always Gravesend and Bensonhurst. Gravesend, it has held out a little better than Bensonhurst has, in terms of, but really, Gravesend, Bensonhurst, Marine Park and Mill Basin were always kind of a mix Irish Italian, but just that blue collar, sanitation workers, police officers, firefighters, all that. Where I'm going right now, and where I live right now, obviously Howard Beach. Well, I guess Howard Beach, Ozone Park was the the area, but then you also had. You didn't have one specific, also up further up north, Ridgewood and that Bushwick area, even parts of East New York. So
your neighborhood was blue collar always? Your neighbor where you
always blue collar. Always.
Did anybody have a goal to leave? Like, where did you go? Like, where did they go when they said, okay, we did well? What area did you? So if you came from Belleville or Newark, where I'm from, there would be a place called East Hanover or Nutley, or an area that you're going to get out of the area to go to a better area. Where did they want to leave? Was there a goal to leave?
Growing up in Marine Park, in my age group, it was not any sort of urgency, I guess, because I was in my age group. We were in high school during 2002, 2003, 2004. So those were like kind of the safest. Even though you just had 9/11 a few years, but it was a safe city. So there wasn't that flight idea. That was something you heard that your parents or grandparents' friends did. They got out, but now there wasn't that urgency that existed. But being in that neighborhood of Marine Park, the idea of I want to get out of the neighborhood and I want to move to a nice neighborhood, that was either just off of Flatbush to Mill Basin, going into Mill Basin, Bergen Beach. That's where the richer kids were. They were back there, National Drive in that area, or Bay Ridge, going over to Bay Ridge, being in that area, in a nice home on Colonial
That's what
Drive.
I was going to ask you. Bay Ridge. So Bay Ridge is still holding up. There's a place out there on 4th. It's called Ponte Vecchio. You know that place?
I heard of it, and it's definitely held. If anything, now it's garnered the nickname Beirut Ridge.
Huh.
It's gotten Middle Eastern, if anything, it mixed into it, if anything.
Things change,
That's a kind of a normal New York City neighborhood transition that happened there. Is that's what happened. But still, it's a big neighborhood with 3-4 avenues full of businesses and restaurants. So a lot of it has still held. But that was kind of, if you go, I'd love to buy a house in Bay Ridge or Mill Basin or Bay Ridge, or, half of the people that I grew up, not everyone left, even people that I grew up with. I'm not the only person for that. A lot of people that I grew up with are still.
Still in Bay Ridge?
No, they're still in Brooklyn. Oh, they either went BayRidge, they went the Mill Basin.
In the borough. They stayed in the borough.
If they left, they went to Jersey. A lot of my parents' generation, they did the Staten Island or the Long Island move. I feel like my age group, Manalapan, yes. Another, there's another
Yeah.
place too. I always forget the name. But yes, Jersey was definitely a big move.
Did they
Also a
come
big move
across?
for my age group was North Carolina. Also, that was a kind of a hot move at that time to hit
Wow.
the Charlotte area. So I had a few people, a few people I grew up with that did that.
It's crazy.
But
It's a good
that
region. It's a good region. All of this area is all connected in some way within and out. Like I told you, I'm like in Manhattan Beach in 35, 40 minutes. I can get there quicker than some people from Manhattan can get there. It's crazy. I
you
mean,
can, yeah, from where you are.
yeah, we go around. It's so weird. Dean,
Yo,
you there?
yeah, right here.
The people that were in your neighborhood where you grew up, did they stay or everybody had a goal to get out?
Everybody got out, Stiggy. They
That was
were
the goal.
all,
Let's do better than the last
everybody inched
generation and get
out.
out.
Yeah, everybody inched out. Now everybody's in the suburbs,
Suburbs. Yep.
all over.
It is what it
See,
is.
it was definitely, I feel like for my age group, something we heard more about than anything. Like we didn't really have that like urgency to need, we didn't feel that way about the city. It wasn't a bad thing to live. It was also coinciding with like kind of the growth of Williamsburg. So Brooklyn for some time became uh, 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 sounded better to say you were from Brooklyn, and then in recent, past, like my parents or, even their parents that had gotten out. But even I notice it just, I guess Facebook is one of the best judges of it. When I just see everyone that's kind of in my age group, I'd say it's almost split. It's almost split between half the people are still kind of right where they grew up, and half are Jersey, North Carolina, Texas, Florida. A lot of Florida too.
Brooklyn, well, Brooklyn's enormous though. I don't know if it's big in miles, but it's big in sections. You got so many different variations of life in Brooklyn. It's crazy. You have everything there. Everything. High end, low end, everything in between. You got everything in Brooklyn. It's nuts.
Just on this trip that I've done since I've gone from Bensonhurst to Bay Ridge, Asian dominated neighborhoods into a religious Jewish neighborhood, then into Marine Park, the kind of mix. Now I'm in East New York, which is East New York, and then I'm going to end up in Howard Beach, which is, considered high end.
It's
Not that I'm
unbelievable.
high end, not but yeah, it's absolutely crazy. I'm coming up to Pennsylvania Avenue for anyone interested. So this is Pennsylvania and Flatlands. This is, you got the old Starrett City to the right, those apartment buildings. That was always a nicer, subsidized apartment complex, Starrett City. It wasn't really the projects. It still isn't the projects, but it's still, a subsidized area. But it's always been a nice one. Now I believe they call it Spring Creek, but this is the intersection of Flatlands and Pennsylvania Avenue.
Now Brooklyn had all the filming studios in there. They used to have them for all the sitcoms. Now they moved into Queens.
That Kaufman is over there in Queens, in Astoria. I know.
Yep, yeah. My dear friend of mine's in the stagehand union. So they do all the scenes out there. They build studios and everything. I guess there is some land left in Queens, way in the back there. That they use, and they
You
built
wouldn't
the
think there's any
studios
left.
back there. No, there is apparently. It's crazy. It's good stuff. This is a good talk.
Oh yeah,
This is good stuff on the Dean Do show.
it's
All right,
always
Dean
good
Do.
stuff. Always good stuff on the Dean News Show.
Just general stuff. It's what we do.
It's it,
Awesome.
buddy.
No
You get
topic. Not
that
even an idea of what. Not even an idea of what the show's going to be. Dean Do pulls off the show.
what are you gonna do?
Great.
Easy. And you know what? For what it's
Yeah.
all worth, Dindu calls it good all practice for the future.
Perfect. It's perfect. This is what we
Only
do.
way you could get better, only way you could come up with ideas. That's what I'm
That's
doing
right.
over here.
Crazy.
Hey P, have they said any of your videos specifically were not monetized for any reason, or have you been
No.
good with that?
Uh I've been perfect with that. The one
Good.
thing is this ad suitability.
Yeah, suitability.
Okay.
Right.
I don't know. I mean, I got hit with it on my last two shorts.
Okay,
That's
but nothing on the lives. They're not giving you any problems or anything.
No, I only get the if they're swearing something
Okay.
they don't like, they put add suitability on your lives.
I
Okay,
have
so
a
I
lot
guess
of
it just limits it.
I
Oh
have a
yeah,
lot of ad suitability issues lately. I mean, my lives
yeah.
at night are not they're not
I'm like,
suitable.
how did I get an ad suitability on my lousy 10-second John Gotti video?
Oh, I want. Oh,
How did I get ad suitability on that? And then the last short I did too. Hang on. I mean, it's just
that's weird.
it makes you think. Okay,
But what was the content? Maybe because of criminal stuff, possibly. I
no,
wonder.
wait, my cigar. This is a cigar shop got an ad suitability. How did
Uh-huh.
that get an ad suitability?
What did it want you to do? That's what
Is it
it's right
because
in the
it's
stuff.
tobacco?
It could be tobacco, and the other
Maybe,
one could be because it's crime. Yeah, very possible.
or even
Okay,
the brand. Maybe because showing the brand has something to do with it.
The
showing the
brand.
brand. Yeah, you
No,
think that would be
maybe.
it? I don't
I don't
know.
know. I don't know.
I
You
mean,
know who I'm gonna ask about that? I'm gonna ask American Made about that.
the John Gotti videos, 10 seconds long, no swearing, no criminal activity. What? Because it's him? Is that
I
why?
wonder.
Is it
So
because
I'm
I
gonna ask
use?
American Made next time. American Made's on, and next time you see American Made in the chat, thing do
All
just
right.
mention it. Yeah,
Okay. Yeah. Because
because
I
that's
know
what he
he
does.
does a
Because that's
lot
what
of.
he does. Yeah,
Right.
that's what he does.
Right. All right. All right. I'm
I
like,
can't imagine.
what am I doing wrong? I'm like,
Yeah, that's interesting. Especially the
and
shorts. You know, there's nothing in there. Yeah.
yeah, there's
If,
nothing in there.
if you guys heard about the officer that now passed away,
No.
did
Yes.
you guys hear about that? That was
Yes, I
right
did.
over
He
here.
passed away this morning.
Right,
Yeah.
it was right here. Right, if I make a left, kind of coming up, right here. Like
Oh.
there, I would highly advise against meeting someone online and coming here to purchase something, with 24,000 pocket. It's just
You
not
can't do it.
advised to come do that at night over here. But it was right here. And this place is that it's desolate at night because here specifically in these areas, this is a lot of industrial. You have a school to the right, and then these are the sanitation dump and the MTA facilities. So it kind of gets real quiet and dark over here at night, and
That's
crazy. I
where
don't
they
know if
met to have the car transaction.
yes,
Come on,
yes,
you gotta be nuts.
yep.
You know where you meet when you do a car transaction? You really shouldn't do it. Just meet at motor vehicle and business hours. That's it. Do it right there.
That's the yeah that was but this was a pre. I think they were saying this was a pre out. This guy had done this before, so it was all. I don't know if he at first. I think the officer was just going with his brother. I think his brother was
Yeah.
buying the vehicle, and his brother must have said, because they were from Long Island, way out east, Deer Park, Long Island. So they came
Oh,
in from the suburbs here to come do it. And I I don't know if I have this right. If the brother was buying it and or if who was buying it, but he must have said, "Hey, why don't you come with me?
the
Just in
brother was.
case." And
I believe the brother was buying it. Something happened. He saw the altercation, and the brother got one in his head.
right,
Huh.
right, right, right.
Right in
I
his
know.
head. In his head. Not his
The
arm,
hell.
not his leg. He put it right to his head.
Yep. I knew because I heard the helicopters overhead because
Yeah.
where I live, I'm from Howard Beach. I'm right on the other side of the belt, so you could tell when the police helicopters are up, and I was like, something's up. You could tell when they're looking for someone. And
Yeah.
then I got the citizen alert, and I'm like, that's it. But at first, we didn't know it was an officer. It was a couple of days later when we found out it was. No. I think we knew right away. We didn't know what they were doing here. We didn't know that he was coming here to buy a car, off
Did
duty.
you hear? Did you hear more sirens than usual?
No, not for something like that. Usually, you hear the most sirens when there's an accident on the Belt Parkway because the fire truck's trying to get by. But they must have. No, I didn't hear the sirens, just the helicopters overhead because they didn't find him. I think he was loose for a few days, so
He was
there was
young,
no
man. He
sirens.
died last night. He was a young guy.
How old was he?
20s.
Yeah, 20s, I believe.
What a
I
I
think
think he was
so.
on the force for like 7 years. I think he was maybe
Yeah, he was
26 or
very young.
27.
Man, if early 30s, but I think in his 20s, if I'm not thinking about it. He caught it right in the head. Can you imagine this mother?
no.
They went to.
You
It was a
never know.
$24,000 car, right?
You never know what's
Yeah,
gonna
it was 24
happen
grand.
when you walk out of your door. You never
Didn't
know.
you? They did a transaction from Facebook Marketplace to buy a car, and the guy
Right.
brought 24,000 with him at night in this area that he's talking about right now.
Yep.
Come on, you gotta be.
Wow.
You can't be that stupid. I guess that's this. No.
You never know when you walk out of the house what could happen. I'll tell you.
Well, with
What's crazy
24,000
too,
on you, there's a shot that something might happen. You know what I mean?
that's what's I know for a fact up in Vermont, like in the car game, like in that trading game, there's a big community of people that do just that. I've done it with my friend, my best friend up there is heavily involved with it. And the last time I was up there, something will come up, you see something on Facebook Marketplace, and you just kind of go to the people's houses and you pull right in, you
Yeah.
pull right into the driveway, and
Right.
it's kind of just an everyday. And I've for years been telling him, like, we don't do that here, like it's just way too risky to do something like that here. And I think over the past couple of years, quite recently, it's kind of heated up again with the Facebook Marketplace, but now it's right back to, you'd be out of your mind to meet someone with something like that.
Well, apparently they were setting up some safe spots for these kind of transactions. I don't know what happened with that, but
Yeah, who knows? This
like a
uh,
location, you know. I don't know.
Wow.
All right, I'm getting out of here.
Yeah, the Stigs, yeah, I'm gonna get ready to go eat too. I'm getting
Yeah.
hungry.
All right,
Okay.
guys. Had a good chat with you guys.
You doing a
nice talking
wind
to you,
down?
Sigs.
Yeah, I'm gonna probably do a wind down about 6.
Okay.
All right, I'll catch you guys later. Good talking to
I'll
both
see
of you.
you then, buddy.
All right,
Okay.
See you,
ciao.
Sigs.
Yeah, bye.
Bye. All right.
Key, I'll bring you. I know you love Borders, so I'll just bring you over into Queens, and then you can knock me off in a second, because
Okay.
this is the very end of East New York, so the very end of Brooklyn, and then we cross over into Lindenwood, which is the first kind of neighborhood in Queens, just above Howard Beach. But it's literally, you kind of make this left here, the
Oh,
concrete changes. That's how you
so you
that's how
could
you can
tell.
tell. It's so funny. That's how you can tell. And I matched it up to the map just to make sure it didn't match up. But you could
Right.
see what the concrete looks like right here. And then kind of as soon as you get to right here at this bump, right after this cop, this is going into Queens. We're in Queens right now.
Right. Well, you know what? They had to use the other guy's concrete on
Yeah.
that one.
Hey, it's a different county. It's a whole different a whole different,
That's
probably
right.
a whole different union involved. Yeah.
The whole time. Jurisdiction.
It gets
Yeah.
complicated. It gets complicated with this stuff.
Oh,
Make
me
sure I
get
stop since this cop is behind me. So
yeah,
we'll
please.
definitely stop at that stop sign. But yeah, no. So now I'm in Queens in Lindenwood. So I know you. Oh, more cops over here. What's going on? Where's Claudio Perry? Claudio Perry's always asking where the cops are. This is all kind of good. But all right, B, knock me off before you
Okay,
turn off the
Goomba.
faucet on me.
Well,
I'll
thank
see
you.
everyone in the chat. Thank you, Thindu. I always appreciated everyone in the chat. Always, 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 always wonderful. And thank you, T. I can't thank you
Any
enough.
anytime, Skipper. You know you're always welcome here, brother. Anytime.
All righty, man. I'll see
All
you.
right. Thanks again. Have a great
You got
night.
it,
Be
buddy.
safe.
You too.
All right. Bye.
Bye.
All right. Hang on. Let me get back to the avatar behind that avatar. Great show. And I'm going to be signing out too. This one can't wait to eat, and I can't wait to eat even more. Oh, well. Oh, those the food prices, please, Mike John. Please. Oh, Lord. All right, everybody. Yeah, Super Bowl Sunday. Wise up. Super Bowl starts at 6:30. You got to be kidding me with that time. this week. Oh, all right, everybody. Bindu signing out. I'm gonna go mangiare. Love yous all. Thank you for coming in today. I hope you had a good time. I'll see you tomorrow.